So here's what we're gonna work on tonight. I cheated a little bit and worked on the bottom of this last night. It's a little boring. It's kind of the bottom part of the painting. So I wanted to save the all-star cat for the top so you guys could see it. So we're gonna paint this guy up probably an hour or so. If you have any questions, feel free to fire them through. Again, thanks for joining me on the stream. We do this once a week, all different times. We have no set time, so just feel free to check them out on my channel there. If you go there, please drop a like or a subscribe on the old page there. Anyways, thank you guys for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching us. Appreciate you tuning in. And welcome to the stream.
Jen says, is this Christmas music?
This music is it's cartoon beer drinking cat, which you would be surprised is in its own niche, you know? It's not its own genre on Spotify, so we had to dig a little deeper. I feel like Drunk Cat Borracho Radio should be a thing. And again, this little sketch thing, we're gonna have to paint him up soon. That was a fun little, some ideas. So a little tiki, put a little wahine over here, and we'll do a little luau piece. But sorry, I digress. So if you're just tuning in now, and this is the first time, the background is acrylic. All the color you see here is all gouache. That's like an opaque watercolor. And the last stage, which you're gonna watch tonight, is the enamel. And that's the line work, where all the detail comes in. You can see I've already done the bottom here. If you're on the overhead cam, you can kind of see that all this here was done with enamel. So we're gonna go attack the top in the same way. So since I was sketching and then my paint's ready, I'm gonna get my paint ready.
Mel over on Instagram says, hey David, happy Friday.
Hey Mel, thanks for joining us on Instagram. Glad you could be here.
Brunton Martin says, is this Garfield? Oof.
This is Garfield's drunk brother. Lives in Tijuana.
The alternative Disney universe.
Yeah. Just different enough to not get me sued. I have a contract that strictly forbids any Disney characters.
Zana over on Facebook says, get it.
Thank you guys. All right, let's get after some. So what's your job? Well, I paint drunk mice.
And cats.
And cats.
We have a lot of different things you do.
These are fun though. Again, this is one of those things that these smaller paintings are just fun to do because you don't get a chance to tackle a bunch of drunk mice. Three blind drunk mice.
Ken over on Instagram says, hey, a fan from the Philippines.
Hey Ken, thanks for joining us from the Philippines. Appreciate it. This is the first piece you see. It's like, does he just paint drunk animals? Well, that looks cockeyed. I gotta fix those eyeballs afterwards. That's not gonna do. He looks more drunk than I wanted him to look. We'll fix those. Cool. Later on, we'll come back and make those match up. Actually, let me just pull this down. That's not so bad. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to fire them through. And I think we'll probably take an hour. The bottom part that I painted last night took almost 2 hours of enamel, so that's why I figured we show you the fun part. Or show you the more exciting part.
Mel says, can you fix my drunk eyes later too?
The paint's only so special. Can't work. But you know, that is the dogs, not me.
Chris Doble saying amazing skills, David. Hope you have a beer on the go.
Doorbell's in the house. Thanks for watching, man. Hope you guys are doing great up there.
Is he from the Great White North?
He's in the Great White North.
Yeah, Victoria, BC, Canada.
Mm-hmm. Doorbell was there when I, when the homeless person came into the bar we were all in, and just wanted help with his pants.
And did what?
Just wanted help with his pants.
Needed help with?
Yeah. When the cops were there, and I just jumped in and helped him with his pants. Diffused the whole thing. Yeah. And then they were mad at me, the cops were, because I didn't have my passport with me. International relations.
Mel says it's rainy in Chicago. Fun fact, I used to live in Vista about 20 years ago.
Yeah, excellent.
Look at that. It is a fun fact. It's changed a lot.
Yes.
Yes, Chris Dobell says you're famously known for your belt tying championship.
Nobody can put a belt on a homeless person faster than I can.
Abby's Blunt says your paintings are stunning.
Abby's blunt, thank you.
Not sure if she's just
She's just blunt to the point.
to the point.
Amy's just
or
to the
if
point.
She likes her smoke. I don't know.
Yeah. She's to the point about her smoke. There it is.
Jessica says very impressive.
Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Oh, Chris says they're doing live shows on Instagram each week and wondering if you'd consider joining. Free beer and a belt.
Well, of course. I'll bring the I'll bring the no pants. You guys sign me up. For sure, Doorbell. Send me the information. I'm in. Some of my favorite Canadians do not find nicer people. All Canadians, pretty much in general, but they are extra special. So it's the one thing the pandemic has really given us positives. It's obviously not a lot, but one of the positives is the insight into musicians and studios. I mean, from some of the musicians I follow, I get they're just playing music in their houses, and some of the artists are just painting in their houses and sharing the work, and it's a neat view that Can you imagine history if people just tune in and watch Picasso work or watch Rembrandt work? It's just a weird concept.
Norway's in the house. Hi,
Norway's here. Well. Everyone who's cold is showing up.
Yeah. All snow people are tuning in.
What else are they gonna do? They're not sawing. They're here.
Show the puppy cam, but all you got to see is the butts.
The butt cam. Yeah, sometimes.
James asks, how do you get around putting your hand or arm in the already painted area?
Oh, James.
Yeah.
That is the struggle. So, normally, I painted the bottom, but normally I don't usually do that. I only do that because we're going to live stream it. I always paint top right to bottom left because of my big stupid hand. And it is a constant battle. Obviously, it's a lot easier when I'm using water-based materials that dry, but this enamel stays tacky and wet for hours. So the entire time I'm on this piece, this is dangerous. I try and be careful. Doesn't matter. I've been painting for 15 years. I'll still put my hand and just forget. So I just try and not screw it up too badly and try and be able to fix anything I mess up. But it is a constant struggle that doesn't ever get easier, apparently.
Suzanne says it looks like the shipping department's exhausted.
Suzanne, they work. No, they don't work. They don't work hard at all. They're just tired of being jerks all day. It takes a lot of work.
Chris is asking, did the brewery thing ever get off the ground?
Nope, we worked with them. The brewery got off the ground, but we sold our shares and moved along. Just wasn't in the right direction we wanted to do. We had some different visions for the partners didn't work out, so we just got rid of our stake. See, Chris getting the important things. If I come down, is there a brewery? It's co-owned by who? Drunk mice. Where do you get tiny mouse-sized beer mugs?
I was thinking more about his bandolier and then
Where-
for a gun. Like, what is his gun?
Yeah, where do you get a
And
little
where
gun?
is
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
His workday's done. I don't know where you get the tiny mouse bandoliers.
All the scraps over on YouTube says, hello, new subscriber here.
Hey, all the scraps. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming over. Thanks for subscribing.
Mel on Instagram says, do you have a frame for this one already too?
So there's no frame for this one. At this size here, he'll be in a kind of a standard store-bought frame. I don't have a vintage frame for him. Most of the vintage frames tend to be a little smaller, so it's tough to find the big stuff for him.
Chris is asking, do you still use one shot for your outlines?
This is all one shot you're seeing now. Yes, I use all one shot still. I'm not an alpha convert.
Lucianne says, my kids think that the puppy on the photo on the back of your kids' books is the one who wrote the book. I love that. I love that. He inspired it all.
He inspired it all.
Oh, that's great. That's really funny. Let them believe that. That's good.
Yep, I just merely transcribed his words.
Scraps is asking, is this oil?
So, scraps. The background is acrylic that you see here. All this color is gouache, again, which is kind of like an opaque watercolor. And what I'm using now is enamel, which is like a sign painter's paint, like what they pinstripe, cars and motorcycles with when they put those, fancy lines on them, the filigree and such. So it's kind of a blend. It's imagine like a thick ink. It's probably a better. It's completely opaque. It's probably an easy way to kind of imagine it.
James is asking, am I the only one that thinks Slowpoke, Speedy Gonzalez's drunk cousin, would be how these characters would sound? I think that's very accurate.
I think it's exactly how they would sound.
Chris is asking, are you still drinking the dark beers, or have you given the beers away?
I'm not as dark beery as I used to be anymore. Jeez.
Fruity,
yeah. I'm pretty fruity. Yep, I'm the truth is out. I'm definitely more of a fruity beer guy. Raspberry, blueberries, definitely in that camp. I've always been that. My first, 25 years ago, cherry wheat was my favorite beer. So I've always been in that flavored camp. So.
They doing the flavored beers in Canada? Are they into that?
Yeah, that's a great question.
And
so
the IPAs, like
yeah, so here the flavor profile is IPAs in San Diego. That's all. They make tons of every variety. It's kind of that's what the town does. What is the profile for Victoria? What do you guys? What is the brewery pumping out? You guys IPAs? Are you guys stouts, porters? What's kind of your?
Ooh, Mel says banana bread beer. Yeah, you've tried it.
Oh yeah, I've had banana bread beer. That's good stuff right there.
Bruton Martin is asking, what do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? Oh, I'm here. I'm off the road and home. It's kind of a side bummer with the pandemic, but I haven't been home off the road during Christmas time in more than 10 years. So I think already I'm pretty excited to be here. So I have already what I want. I get to all be here with the dogs and the family and just lock the doors and spend it. I mean, we don't have any Christmas decorations. We don't even do that because we've never been here.
So Chris is saying hazy juicy is trendy up in his area.
Yep. Hazy juicy is kind of what here too.
And Scraps is saying fruity IPA.
Yep. So the world is kind of all in that, yeah. And I am lose my man card, but I hate IPAs. I just don't. Never liked the pine trees. I don't like any of it.
Suzanne is saying, where do you get the ideas for each piece?
Hey, Suzanne. So the ideas for these pieces really come from all over. This is actually an older painting I did, gosh, like 12 years ago. And we never even did really canvas prints or anything of it. It's just kind of a small sketch that I did. And the technique has changed so much that I wanted to take another stab at them. So kind of just, it all starts with Day of the Dead. And kind of goes from there. And these moments in time and kind of celebrating these instances, these fun ideas. I mean, this one here just kind of...
Oh, no skulls in this one, is there?
There are no skulls in this one.
Stacey Kane.
Stacey Kane in the house.
Tucson.
Welcome, Tucson.
We would
We'd be on...
literally be in Tucson right now.
Yep.
Every day this year for 12 years.
Speaking of Christmas traveling, so right now we would be in Arizona at the Tempe show. Tucson show. As we have been for the last 11 years, so it's weird to not be there.
Very weird.
And we miss all of our peeps that are there.
Joey Chavez says it looks dope.
Hey Joey, great to hear from you, man. Hope you guys are doing well over there. More local peeps.
Mel is saying you could paint a skull on a moonshine jug, skull and crossbones.
Ah, I could do that.
Sneak something in. And Scraps is saying, what are you, skull prone? I would say you lean skull.
I lean skull. Yeah, identify as skull. There's a few skulls in my stuff.
Yeah, Stacy says, I hope 2021 brings happiness and normalcy. It really is strange not having our street fair and seeing you here. Very, very strange.
It's all very weird to relearning everything, to kind of know what we do. I mean, our whole business changed. Throw a little highlight on that, and then we'll carve out his nose and get to the highlight parts.
Matt Moore Designs over on Instagram says, my 10-year-old daughter is getting super into digital art. I showed her your video of those sketches today and she was pumped. Keep it up.
Excellent. I love when little can inspire anybody, especially kids. Yeah, again, that's the one, I love sketching digitally, but I think the biggest benefit is really being able to share the time lapse like that, because it just, it automatically records you drawing, and it's a really cool feature to be able to share that. I mean, I do a lot of artwork that I don't record because I just, I get going. I'm terrible at remembering to set everything up. So I love being able to share that.
Oh, so Joey's saying he's doing great. They have a building for the gallery. So in a month or two, they'll start hanging art called Trusted Tattoo Gallery in Oceanside.
Awesome. Excellent, Joey. It's good to
Timing,
hear.
Hopefully start to get back to
Yeah. Start to get open back up.
Yeah. Stacy says it's so cute. If I could buy every piece of your paintings, I would.
Come on, Stacy. What's holding you back? Let's go.
GL Hendricks says hello.
Hey, thank you, GL, and welcome. Yeah, this is it's fun, cute, and it's non-skeletal. People see.
Mm-hmm. Oh. James says, do you have a tip jar set up, like a Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or something like that?
Who was it?
That's James.
James? I don't have any tip jar, James, but I really appreciate it, though. That's a nice... But thank you. I do not have that set up.
GL is asking what's in the mouse's bottle.
Are there kids in the stream?
It's triple X. It's just
we like to call it business juice.
rocket fuel, right?
Yeah, it's business juice.
Something strong. Yeah, right. He's booze and everybody else is beer, right?
Yeah.
Oof. That mouse is going for it. Or actually a rat.
The mouse at the bottom.
Would you consider them rats?
Uh,
A little pink tail?
with the pink tail, they'd probably be rats.
Yeah. Raton. IS Customs says congratulations from Brazil.
Hey, IS Customs, thanks for joining the stream, man. Appreciate it. Always cool when Brazil's in the house.
Matt Moore Design says we call what's in the mouse's bottle, call it Smiles.
Smiles.
What are you drinking? Drinking Smiles.
Yeah. Child ask. It's put up with you, Juice. We're gonna have to do a Western piece soon because we're getting close. It's starting to leak into other things like cats and stuff.
Organic sausage on Instagram says it's looking cool.
Thank you, Organic Sausage.
Why do I assume everything's naughty?
Yeah.
I shouldn't. It might just be
But it's organic sausage. I feel like it could be.
Just leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
All the scraps said, oh, wow, I just looked you up. Love your Day of the Dead stuff.
Thank you, Scraps. Appreciate it.
Thanks to my algorithm for this find. Oh, so they genuinely didn't know that it was
Oh, okay.
skulls. Oh, that's funny.
Yes, and so as you can see, I've done a few skulls.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that makes sense. Good job, algorithm. If I want to move this over too when you get back, just let me know where we're at. I'm going to move it over for Instagram. So you can... Make sure they can all see it.
Where are you moving now? You're kind of
Moving towards the bottle over here. Yeah. Do we do a little slide to the right?
It's still good.
All right.
Yeah. Let me look at this side
I can slide over. It doesn't mean.
No, it's good.
All right. Speaking of getting my hand in there, I gotta put my sleeve up so I can feel my hand in there. So there will be prints of this one too. Not in time for Christmas though. But there'll be paper and canvas and all those things, and the original is still available.
Kevin's saying looks like the shipping department's asleep.
Yeah.
Very.
Kevin, the shooting department had quite a day. Quite a day. Well, again, and 3/4 of every day now is spent boxing up orders for Christmas. And the dogs don't enjoy when they're not the center of attention. So balancing that has been they got themselves tired being assholes.
Stacy says I have an early morning, but thanks so much for sharing these live streams. Have a good night.
Hey, Stacy, thank you for joining, hanging out. Appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.
So Joey's asking, is that ink or watered down acrylic that you're using for the black lines? Because it's going on so smoothly.
Yeah, so Joey, this is actually enamel, like a pinstriper's paint, and I have it reduced to make it really flow, kind of like it's ink, but it's completely opaque. But it is an enamel paint, so it stays wet, but it flows really. I mean, you can see how small the lines I can get. So it's similar to ink, but goes on anything, and it's completely opaque with one stroke. So that's kind of the difference.
But it doesn't blend, right?
Yeah, it doesn't blend, doesn't activate the water-based materials beneath it. It's really kind of unique to its own stuff. But it's difficult to work with. It stinks, it smells, it stays wet forever. There's definitely some downsides to it, but it's really how my brain sees things. You know, me finding this paint was revolutionary to my painting because it literally matched how my brain's been trying to use acrylic. You know, and with acrylic I'd make the same line 10 times and it gets fat and thick and not opaque, and it just doesn't capture the quick little, you know, touch stuff that my style has. So when I found this paint, it just kind of clicked. Like all those little dots and lines that I make, you can't do that with acrylic. Just it's opaque. You can do it, but just not how I want it to look. So finding it for me just kind of changed how I painted.
It says, yeah, it looks crispy.
Yeah.
Daniel saying that this is beautiful.
Thank you, Daniel. And now it's booze. You try pick up some enamel thing. I think you'd dig the control.
Where do you get it?
And you can pick it up at Dick Blick. Has it. You know, Michael's doesn't. None of those kind of shops have it, but and Amazon even has it.
Nella's saying, is that a bottle of porn? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You know, porn comes in a bottle. Best question of the night so far, by far.
Triple X. So Michael Stegman is saying, hey guys, what's the Gato original going for? Love the Gato, and what kind of frame are you going to do this?
Hey Michael, great to hear from you. So this is actually going to be in just a regular store-bought frame because it's 11 by 14, so it's a little smaller than the prints of it later on, but it is available in time, the original for Christmas. So you can just drop if any inquiries or questions, feel free to just pop them into the comment section. The banker is monitoring.
also been doing some fishing. What's he doing there? Oh, it's his cat toy.
It's a cat toy. All the rope and string in my paintings is not OSHA approved. It's all broken, snapped. I wouldn't trust any of it.
Janky.
Yeah, it's very janky.
Kate Sparrow says it's so cute. I love how much attention to detail you use.
Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it. I guess this is what I love to do. Like, I mean, all day, just adding details, little nooks and crannies.
She's asking, do you ever listen to music while you work?
So the question is, do I ever listen to music when I work? And I always listen to, well, you know what? I probably listen to crappy movies 60% of the time, and music the other 60% of the time. Movies are always crappy. I've seen them 1,000 times, so I don't watch them. So I can just kind of paint, but I hear the words and know the sounds. So they'll be like, the crappy movies in the studio are always Army of Darkness, Alien and Aliens.
Not necessarily crappy, just on repeat.
Yes, on repeat. The Thing, all things I've seen a billion times and love. Escape from New York. It's all the things I love and know by heart, so I will not look up, and I can just keep painting.
She says, what are we hearing in the background right now?
So what you're hearing now is music from Epidemic Sound. So that basically you can't play any kind of music on YouTube and Facebook and such that's not licensed by paid for with a license. You can't play any kind of normal music, any pop. You can't play anything. It gets pulled down immediately, and your channel can get deleted. So basically, I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, which gives me a full library of music that's made by composers for YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So I pay a monthly fee, and I have access to piles and piles of music and sound effects and all this kind of stuff that allows me to play music on my stream. So
this is clearly not what you would be listening to.
Yeah, this is not what I would. Yes, we've chosen this music, because it's fun for the thing, but this would not be what I'd be listening to.
She says, "What's your favorite band right now?"
Oh boy, favorite band right now.
What are you listening to right now?
In my, I have a super eclectic mix. I like hip hop, old hip hop, 90s hip hop. Let's see, what's playing right now besides WAP?
The new Tom Petty.
Oh yeah, the new re-release of Tom Petty's Wallflowers. I really enjoyed diving into that. Rediscovering a bunch of old. What's the? Not the Rolling Stones one. What's the other song we just got?
It's Rolling Stones.
Yeah, some older Rolling Stone stuff. Let It Bleed album time.
She says Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Well, because you've been watching that.
I've been watching the Hip Hop Evolution show and loving it. I mean, I'm an old school rap fan from I don't want to say from the day, but yeah, I've seen Run DMC in concert. I've seen Cypress Hill. I've seen Public Enemy. I've seen the Beastie Boys. What else did I see? A lot of crappy one-hit wonders from those concert radio tours that used to go around too. But anyhow, I mean, it's a lot of that kind of stuff. I love Social Distortion. I love, what else is on there? I really find myself in a guitar folksy kind of place these days. Kind of rediscovering older versions of stuff I didn't know, but definitely, I'm not a metal guy. I'm not a jam band kind of guy anymore.
Stephanie is asking, what is your ethnic background?
So my ethnic background is as white as paper.
Well, there might be.
Yes.
Native American, but you can't.
No. So
because of adoptions.
no. So I'm basically French Canadian is probably the closest thing, and I'm also actually having my DNA tested. It came back that I was Irish also. So it gets whiter and whiter. Yeah. But in all seriousness, that's what when I moved to Southern California. I was exposed to Day of the Dead, traveled to Mexico and saw the celebrations. I was just so enamored with this cultural aspects that I didn't have. I didn't have any kind of culture growing up. There was nothing to associate with. Nothing was cultural. There's things that were, holidays and things like that, but nothing was cultural. So to have such beautiful celebrations and these just things that were so important to these lives, to share stories of loved ones lost, I was so inspired by and jealous I didn't have anything like that, and just moved and really became, what my career became dominated by. And I wanted to kind of share how much I was amazed by it and how much I loved it with everybody else, because I feel like everyone should see how beautiful these celebrations and these cultures are. And I basically have traveled the world seeing how people honor their dead, and it's kind of been my life's work now.
Scraps is saying I watch a lot of crappy movies too when I work. Bill and Ted, Twister, 90s Ninja Turtle movies.
No, Twister plays a lot in the house too, inappropriately. It's so terrible. Like, why is this always playing? Predator plays on a constant loop. I mean, that's probably, I would say Predator and Aliens is probably the most played in the studio. I just watched Army of Darkness though for the billionth time yesterday. So, but we'll also
asking as far as music goes, what about some Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd. I won't work to Pink Floyd. I sleep to Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. I love Roger Waters. I've seen them in concert. I saw Roger Waters in concert. I didn't get to see Pink Floyd. I love them. But you gotta. For me, I have to listen to all of it at once. Like, I don't want to listen to pieces. I want to listen to entire albums. So that's when I'm flying, it's usually Pink Floyd and Roger Waters, because that's my sleepy stuff. I can pop all that on, and I must listen to the entire album. I am not a jump in, jump out kind of guy when it comes to Pink Floyd. It means I don't get to listen to as much as I want, but that's just the way it has to be. It has to be the entire album.
Michael Stigman says, are you part French bulldog?
Someone did say there was a resemblance when I posted the Frenchie picture. Dogs looking like their owners.
Kate says, we need more witchy stuff. She wants to buy all those prints.
Come on, I just got one witch done. You can ask for another one immediately. I got 2 witches done, yeah.
Oh, that's it. No more witches.
No more witches. Don't be witchy about it. Yes, we need some more. We'll get some more. Probably have to wait till Halloween.
The Divine Junior popped in to say hello.
The Divine Junior.
The young. The baby.
The baby.
Stephanie says the same thing happened to her. She thought she was Mexican for 40 years and found out that she's whiter than paper.
Oh, Stephanie. So now,
you thought,
yes. Let's share my story. I've been told my entire life that I was part Blackfoot Indian. Swore on it. And once I got down and got the DNA test and all that stuff, they're like, you couldn't be whiter. Like, you haven't even been to Indiana. There's nothing even close. And again, we had our genealogy, some of our genealogy tested, and Erica, who's on the stream, we'll out her. She had all kinds of cool family crests, and some relatives were killed by Indians. I mean, all this interesting history, and mine were just like a dumpster fire that came from one country to come live in this country.
They're so poor for one country.
I was like, this must be the wall they're talking about building to keep these kind of people out.
Keep out the trash.
Yeah. So my parents, relatives just were trash from one company and came here to be trash in another.
Oh boy, too sad. Joey's asking, have you seen that Will Smith movie, Bright?
I have not seen that.
I was really surprised by it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I think it's worth.
Was it good? All right. I love sci-fi. I don't love Will Smith, but I'll sit through stuff.
No, I think you'll be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, it's on the chart now.
Yeah.
But see, the problem with that is I can't be doing art. I gotta watch that stuff.
Right. That's in a non-art making night.
Yeah.
Mel is saying, Pink Floyd albums are like movies, and that you have to enjoy them from start to finish.
Yes.
Yeah, they are epic. Yeah. I can't really just sit and listen to it.
No, you gotta be totally into it. But I travel with it. It's on my devices because it's something I want. And to be specific, Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking by Roger Waters is my favorite one. It's so obscure and weird, I know, but that's like my favorite. Literally, it's my sleep one. In college, it was what I put on before I went, to try and nap before classes and stuff.
Too much for me to sleep to.
I know it's a lot, but it's for some reason that is completely. I love that album. It's so weird.
Oh, Ken over in the Philippines said, I'd like your art to be put up in my ramen shop someday.
Oh.
The love for ramen.
Ken, just send the ramen over. We'll do an art ramen exchange.
Yes. I live on noodles. Yum.
We're noodly.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we got most of this done. I'm going to get the white out, and we'll pop some highlights, but probably about 10, 15 minutes left if you're wondering what the hell is taking so long.
The struggle of being just trash.
You're like, awesome, I'm trash.
That's sad. Tough to take.
Just do what I did and find a culture you find amazing and just try and be an ambassador for that culture.
I don't know how to pronounce it on Instagram. It's G1EN Coco. G1 Coco? I'm not
We'll just go Jikoko.
But ramen theme piece would be amazing.
Yes.
Wait, this is 2 votes for ramen piece now.
Why is ramen taking over? Jikoko, you're right, and there might have to be one. We'll see what we can do. It's not a bad idea.
Well, you know that I like my yakisoba and I love my ramen.
Mm-hmm.
So I vote for a ramen piece.
All right, let's see what we can do. Someone wrapped in noodles battling it? That's funny. I can make that happen.
Glen Coco would be.
Glen Coco.
Too.
There it is.
The one is supposed to be an L. You know, these names.
Glen Coco, I'm old. I can't do all these kids deciphering the numbers and the names.
You fancy kids.
Get off my lawn. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, don't even try me have to pronounce all the rappers these days. I didn't even know Flow Rider was Florida till like yesterday.
You're so old.
I'm like, it is Florida. Did you know it was Florida? Yeah, so that's what I get. And you're all lying yourself if one of you on the stream right now didn't know that either, and you're going to pretend you did. Somebody's at home signing it out right now.
So Ken is voting for the ramen piece too. Boy, oh boy, who knew?
You bastards all better be there when I make this piece then.
People will be like, oh my god, why
Yeah,
aren't you paying
just sits there and no one buys any of them. Like, oh, okay, thanks guys. I got a ramen piece nobody wants. All right. Let's get out the white. We're going to pop some highlights. We're going to...
Kate Sparrow is laughing at you.
Get in line, Kate. Get in line.
Oh, see, Michael Stedman said I did not know that.
See, Michael Stedman?
Right,
Another old white guy who doesn't get it. See, he fits right in.
pitiful.
I'm not going to tell you what WAP means then. You're going to have to find that on yourself. This is not Dave's introduction to hip-hop, which it could be, but we're going to skip that part.
Oh, see, Stephanie said she didn't know it either. There we go.
See?
Flow right up.
It's easy to not know.
So, oh, see, Mel over on Instagram. Wait a minute, Flow Rida, Florida.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Exactly. See? See?
I'd love to think that...
I just educated the last 7 people who didn't know.
I'd love to think that we just made this stream cool, but I think this stream is so sadly uncool.
Yeah. We're going to end up in a Reddit post.
Oh.
Check out these Karens and Kevins figure out Florida's Florida. Watch it in real time.
Right. Joey's saying little whop and he's laughing. Oh, God. This is the most uncool hip-hop stream.
Yeah, this is the most uncool hip-hop stream. I'm going to go get my overalls, put one strap down, and we're going to get down.
Oh, God. Oh, well.
Yeah, this is not the BET Awards by any means. You're not.
My mom just found out that I like really dirty rap.
Yeah.
That was not
Yeah, the rap that plays in our house is unsingable out loud.
Oh.
But we've been singing it out loud, and our mother-in-law lives with us. So needs to say the WAP discussion was actually a discussion. What are they saying? Oh, I'm gonna go take out the trash, Erica. You handle this one. All right, we're gonna just shave a little bit off.
Listening to WAP with your mom is really uncomfortable. Why don't you slide that to the left about an inch again?
Slides to the left.
Yeah.
Alright. Should pop some highlights.
Yeah, Mel says you're like Vanilla Ice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the vanilla part for sure.
Why don't you go to the left a little bit more next time with the break? Yeah. Normal.
So my big stupid hand is a real problem.
See, they're not believing it. Michael's saying that he needs to see you listening to rap or rapping to it. And Kate is saying, right? My thoughts exactly.
No, you're all just trying to embarrass me in some video that goes TikTok and then ends up as a meme, a meme for white guys. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna fall for your.
You'll become the face of horrible white guys.
Yeah.
But I'll defend you and say you are a big fan of rap. So I don't know.
Y'all just trying to set me up. I know how this works. I've been jammed in the locker before. I know this whole story goes down.
So you're just about done, huh?
Yeah, we're just popping some white highlights here and there. Trying to get some more. Pull out a few areas here. White, just a nice little bit of visual interest.
Ken saying your art is always impressive.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that. I try and keep it interesting.
Kate says the flute in the back track is banging. I did a search for cartoon music.
Yeah, this is cartoon music, right, people?
It's thematic.
I'm cooler than this.
It's thematic.
Yeah.
The next piece will be dark, and I'll do some, you know, I don't know. What do the cool kids like?
Not what I listen to. Yeah.
I'll play some trap.
I think that's when the beat drops, something like that.
The beat will never drop.
No.
Well, that was pretty fast. So it was about an hour.
That was quick, yeah. That's why kind of the slow part I knew would be the.
Oh, Michael's saying play some System of a Down. He wants to get heavy.
Wants to get down.
Maybe for a dark piece. Stephanie says, love you, David.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Ken is asking, what does El Gato Borracho mean?
The drunk cat. Which only seems fitting. So I'll give you insight. So our mother-in-law lives with us, and she loves the art. She's followed it for me. She's been living with us for 12 years. She's seen the art from the beginning. She always asks about pieces. So today when she saw the sketch, because she follows and she saw I was going to do a live stream, she comes over and she goes, do people care about cats? Why are you doing a cat? I'm like, well, it's a drunk cat. But cats don't drink. I'm like, well, yeah, I understand that. I just don't know why you do that. Okay. So that's just a lesson to that people that parents are wonderfully supportive at every aspect of your life.
Oh, God.
Why are you doing that? So we're just popping in a few highlights here. So any more questions, get them in. I probably got about a couple more minutes here. Just pop in some highlights. 'Cause the highlights are popping.
Wow.
But again, thank you guys all for joining the stream. I appreciate it. You guys can all thank me for teaching you what flow rider actually means. You know, you're all going to go tell your friends. You better tell them I told you.
Scraps is asking, are the mice getting him drunk so he doesn't eat them?
Maybe it's mutual, Scraps, but I think that this mouse is wasted. And that line just made him look more wasted, which is perfect.
Michael says he can relate to this Gato. Scraps says he likes the channel. Can't wait for more streaming.
Thank you, Scraps. Again, welcome to the channel. So we do this once a week. We kind of fluctuate around on times, but we're always here. And if you miss any, again, there'll be I do a quick cut, like a minute-long cut of the entire piece that I upload to my YouTube channel. So again, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it.
Will there be a perro borracho?
There might be.
A little matching drunk dog. That'd be funny.
You could do that. I mean, have to be a Chihuahua.
Oh, a little chihuahua.
But see, I feel like that would have to be a group of dogs. 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. Howling at the moon.
Yeah.
Wild.
Like, you know, like a much better version of the dogs in poker. You know, you have something fun all hanging out.
Yeah.
And dogs just lend themselves to being drunk better, too. I feel like that would just be a funnier... Watch my big stupid hand. I keep wanting to pull it through the painting.
Stephanie says, fact, no one asked Dolly if cats matter or if clocks matter or any of that.
You're right.
All right, so there's to be a few votes for the drunk dogs.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Or should they all just be smoking? You've got the drinkers.
Just wasted dogs.
I'm not saying they have to do any coca, but maybe they're just smoking.
Cocaino.
I just finished Breaking Bad for this.
Yeah, apparently when all my dogs do cocaine.
I was thinking maybe meth.
All right.
It's a thought.
Meth dogs. All right. We appreciate your input. We'll take it under consideration.
Thank you.
Well, again, so we're gonna do we do live streams and we do paintings, but we have some fun ideas during the holidays, during that Christmas Eve, Christmas night. We may do a live stream or two where we do some fun drawing, just live drawing, and we kind of make up the characters as we go, and we will solicit some audience advice that I will regret soliciting, but we may play around, have some fun, and kind of reward everybody who's hanging out with us on the stream. Again, I really appreciate it. We try and reward you guys with coupon codes, and just thank you guys for hanging out here. We do appreciate it. We're just kind of building this stream up. Now that we're off the road, I mean, so for those who don't know, my whole career was spent at festivals and at shows. So this is kind of, different for us to be here. So we're just kind of putting it together and making it work. And this is my my live demos now. So we appreciate you guys hanging out. So we're gonna sign this and end this. But again, I appreciate you guys all being here. Prints will be released of this probably right after Christmas. And again, the original is still available, so just message me for details on that. But we thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, and we hope to see you again in the next stream. Thank you guys. Take care.